Let's look at this. Factorizing quadratic polynomial with two variables. Okay, factorize. The question goes factorize 2y squared minus 15xy plus 18x squared. Okay, so this is a quadratic expression with two variables. That's variable x and variable y. So, and of course, you see that the two variables have their degree up to 2. That's have their power up to 2. The highest power up to 2. Here y squared, here x squared, then here xy. So how are we going to factorize this? Because from the common quadratic expression we know, this is the quadratic expression we are familiar with. Familiar with ax squared, familiar with ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is coefficient of x squared, b coefficient of x, and c is the constant. But however, the one we have here has two variables, x and y. So how do we factorize this? So before I proceed, I'll urge you to remember that when we are dealing with polynomials, that polynomials always have the first variable, always start what's the definition of a polynomial? Definition of a polynomial is any expression in which the power of the variable is either ascending or descending. So in this case, you see that y is descending, while x is what? Ascending. While x is ascending. So now if we are to solve this, we are going to factorize this, pretending that first we can factorize it by pretending that it's only y variable that is available here. And we can also do that, we can also do it with respect to x by pretending that it's only x variable that is here. So let's start with that of y. So recall, when we factorize with respect to y, our a, that's a means the coefficient of the variable will be 2. Our a will be 2. A equals to 2. Our b will be what? B will be equals to minus 15. And our c will be what? c will be c will be 18. So with respect to this, then we recall that we always do the coefficient of x squared, that's the variable squared. The one we are considering now is y squared. So the coefficient of y, which is a times c, will be what? 2 times 18. 2 times 18 to give us what? 36. So from there, we look for factors, two factors of 36, such that if we multiply them, f1 times f2, it will give us what? AC, that will give us this 36. And then if we add them, it will give us what? B, which is minus 15. So what are those two factors? To me, I'll say minus 12 times minus 3. Minus 12 times minus 3 will give us plus 36. And then minus 12 plus minus 3 will give us what? Minus 15. It was minus 15. So we substitute that here. So this will now be 2y squared. In the place of minus 15, we write what? Minus 12xy minus 3xy plus 18x squared. Are we there? Okay. So from here now we can start our factorization. can start our factorization. So in this first bracket, what is common between these two terms? 2y is common. So I'll take out 2y, open the bracket. What will be left here will be only y minus what will be left here. If we take out factor of 2 from 12, will remain 6. What will remain here will be 6x. So you come to this one. What can I take out here? I can take out 3x minus 3x. Minus 3x, I take that out. What will be left here will be y minus, if you take out 3 from 18, that's if you factor out 3 from 18, what will be left is 6x. So you see, and since this bracket, what is inside this bracket and this bracket are the same, so you can factor that out to be y minus 6x. Y minus 6x. Then combine this and this, 2y minus 3x. So we have successfully factorized that. So therefore, so therefore, um, therefore 2y squared minus 15xy plus 18x squared is what? Is equals to y minus 6x times 2y minus 3x. So we have successfully factorized that. So here goes our answer. However, if you want to go the other way around by considering x as the variable instead of y, we want to factorize using x, it will still be the same procedure. So let's quickly run through that. So assuming is only with respect x, let me rearrange this. This is the same thing as 18x squared minus 15xy plus 2y squared. So accordingly, our A in this case is now 18, our C is 2. So 18 times 2 will give us 36. And our factor F1, F2 will be what? Will still be minus 12 times minus what? 3 to give us plus 36. And when you add them, it will give you minus 15. So you see, it's still the same procedure. So we substitute that, that will be 18 x squared. In place of minus 15xy, you put them minus 12xy, then minus 3xy, then plus 2y squared. So we include bracket in them so that we can factor out what is common. Between 18 and the 12, 6 is common, is a common factor. And x is also common, so we factor out 6x. We factor out 6x. And what will be left? Factor out 6x from there, you'll be left with 3x. And then you factor out, what will be left here when you factor out 6? That will be 2 minus 2y. Then here we can factor out only y. Factor out only y, that will be minus y into, plus y, into minus 3x plus 2y. Minus 3x plus 2y. So, since they are not looking the same, we have to make them look the same. So I'll change this place to plus so that minus will come out here and then minus will be here. Let me correct that, because the expression inside the bracket should be the same. So here I'll factor out minus y so that what will be left here will be positive 3x and then minus 2y. So they look alike. So we now have 6x minus y times what? 3x minus 2y. So which is still the same thing. All right. Thank you.